What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. In the last episode, we completed up the mission in Chapter 2, Daruk the Goron hero. And we've got a couple more left, such as Rivale, the Rito warrior, and Urbosa, the Gerudo chief, left to complete. But there are a couple things that I want to do first. In this episode, we're going to be taking it easy. We're not going to be doing any main missions, and we're going to be doing all the levels that you see here, such as Mipha's training, Daruk's training, and a lot of these other missions. We're going to be doing just as many of these as we can in roughly a 20 to 30 minute period. I'll just be going through all of these as quickly as possible, and this is a good menu to select all these from. I won't cook anything. I'll use Link for most of these, because to be honest, I've kind of neglected him a little bit since after the first mission. I've kind of been trying to show off the other characters and trying to force myself not to use Link, because I tend to do that quite a lot, especially in my personal playthrough. That was literally the only character I ever played as was Link, so I'm trying to kind of break away from that a little bit. So in this episode, we're going to be moving away from that for a moment, and just trying to, play. We're going to play with Link, a little bit. We'll maybe switch it up. Like 2 missions will involve Mipha and Daruk respectively, so we'll have to play as them. It's their training missions, and all these missions shouldn't be too difficult. It shouldn't take us very long to complete at all. We just have to wait for them to load, which is really the long part about it, though. Considering they were on the Switch, it should be a little easier to load than anything else. Alright, but this battle has started, and we're starting with mastering remote bombs. So our only goal really is to defeat the Bokoblins, but it wants us to try to use remote bombs as much as possible, which is a big help. It takes out a load of enemies at once. And, alright, now I'm getting too used to, pressing the B button to attack. So, speaking of getting too used to pressing B to attack, and also getting too used to pressing Y to attack as well, is because, we've been trying to start this thing with our family where we kind of get together and play through some games or something, and whatnot. So, last year, roughly around this time, actually, we don't try to do it once a year like that, but, last year we played Skyward Sword together. After a couple years of not playing it or anything, we decided to go back in and play through that entire game once again. And right now, like literally as we speak, we just got through with like our 3rd session in a row of Twilight Princess HD, because we wanted to play through that game as well. I've been trying to get my family to branch out into other games such as like Breath of the Wild and Wind Waker HD, but they just won't seem to do it. So looks like we're stuck with those 2 for now. But alright, let's capture this outpost, and we should be good to go. And that's literally all this mission is. You don't even have to use the remote bombs at all in even order to complete this mission at all. Like, you just have to defeat all the Bokoblins, or at least 100 of them, I think. Though they are going to make you use remote bombs here, obviously, for a very specific reason. And this may be the only attack that this guy actually uses, probably. But anyway, this mission, yeah, already done. Well, almost. See, we captured the outpost, but, yeah, Wizrubs appeared, so we're not quite done yet. Alright, well, let's make our way outside and, take on this guy once again. But yeah, also, as of recording this, but, as of, this video coming out, which should be the day after recording this, I'm gonna try to edit it either tonight before I go to bed, or, the day that this video comes out. I'll have it probably edited by then. Either way, this video will come out, well, the day that you're obviously watching this, but for me, this morning, but for you guys yesterday, Nintendo showed us that they were going to have a Nintendo Direct, speaking of the different games that they're going to release for 2021, and I've got a sneaking suspicion, and this will be coming out within the hour of you guys watching this video. When it comes out tomorrow, it'll be within the hour. That should be the 17th of February. And I'm got a sneaking suspicion they're going to give us some news about Breath of the Wild 2, obviously, with this being Zelda's 35th anniversary. Though, I'm thinking they may actually just hold it out a little bit longer till the end of the year, and may release something else, like Skyward Sword HD, which if they did, I would be all over that, because that's one of my favorite Zelda games, even though a lot of people have complaints with it. And I feel like they could really up the motion controls with the gyro sticks, because honestly, I think if we use the gyro sticks for that game, it could actually be really, really good. Sadly, though, every time we do one of these missions, another one just seems to pop up out of nowhere, which kind of stinks, but what can you do? But we'll just continue on down this list, and we're just going to do as many of these as possible to upgrade our characters, get materials, all sorts of things, because all these things will be useful for much later on. So let's just continue on. No cutscenes, just this stuff. Scrolling across our screen, all these tips and things. I'm not really going to read those. But I've got a feeling they might release something like Skyward Sword HD, and they might even do a bonus package where it's like Skyward Sword HD, possibly even Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask 3D. I'm thinking they may do, but they have updated graphics, and it's for the Switch for the 35th anniversary. But then there's also the possibility of them even doing something maybe like, thinking they could very possibly do something like what's the game? Link to the Past HD, kind of like what they did for Link's Awakening. I feel like that could be something that they do as well. And we have to defeat 300 enemies in this short span of time. So we better get a move on too. Apparently I have some magma up there that I can activate. Though I like this attack. This attack does a lot of damage, and it just carries enemies with you all the way. Alright, there's the magma we created. Sweet. But I reckon they could do something like that as well. I've got a lot of ideas for what Nintendo could have done for this year. Now, of course, they're not going to do every single one of those. No, they might, but I doubt it. Just because that would be quite difficult, obviously, to get all those games out, especially with us being in the middle of a global pandemic right now. I understand why game companies aren't getting out nearly as many games as they normally would have. So, I mean, it's understandable why they wouldn't be able to do something like that. And I can just love how I continue to stun this guy just over and over again and just do a ton of damage. Oh, he actually hit me there. Wow. How I didn't get hit, I'm not sure. Or how I didn't get a Fury Rush there either, I also don't understand. Alright, come on now, game. There we go, we can use that weak smash. But then again, main Nintendo may actually end up coming and pulling through for us there on all those like that. And I feel like that would be pretty cool if they did. I would like that a lot if they did. I feel like that would be really cool. So, and I wouldn't complain one bit if they did. Alright, so, but my best bet is probably the first and the last thing I said. So probably Skyward Sword HD. I feel like they're going to definitely re-release that, and a lot of people have been saying that for years since the Switch came out with its gyro controls. They were going to re-release Skyward Sword for the Nintendo Switch with the updated motion controls to make the game a little bit smoother and update the graphics a little bit, obviously. So, you know, that would also be a thing that would be involved as well. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Now we're pretty close to being done, actually. Just a couple more hits on a couple of these guys, and they'll be gone. And probably Link to the Past, honestly. I'm feeling they might even redo that game for the Switch, like they did Link's Awakening. I feel like they might do something very similar to that. I feel like if out of all the 4 games that I mentioned that they would do, it would probably be those 2. Or probably more like 3 games, because you know, if they did Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, they would do it as a dual package, because those games basically came out within like a year of each other. Like, it was very close. But this part of the mission's done, and this outpost, no moblins have appeared. Alright, so let's take these guys out. And wants us to use Magnesis here to slam that guy, even though he already has his whoa, buddy. Alright, calm down now. I don't need you getting all feisty on me here. Ooh, a Flurry Rush, I'll take it. Now, Daruk's obviously a lot slower when it comes to like attacks. He does a lot more damage, but he's obviously slower. And we should hit this guy with that. Yeah, there we go. And actually, wow, that did a ton of damage. And now he's stunned as well, so we should be able to get our weak point smash in, and then she'll only have to deal with the last guy. Alright, I was about to see if I could grab his Magnesis, his little stone smasher there, because I saw him throw it in the middle of that cutscene, but we couldn't quite get him, so it doesn't matter though. I mean, he's about dead anyway. Alright, and no flurry rush. Kind of stinks. Oh well, what are you gonna do? We got a weak point smash, so this guy is gonna be over. And we should be done with this mission now. There we go. Alright, so this mission's over. So obviously you can tell these short missions are just like, they take areas that we visited before. This was in Daruk. This specific area was in Daruk's mission, actually. And actually, we sent Daruk down here. It's what we found the Korok seed, if you remember back in the last episode. It's the one Korok seed that we found, actually. This was from there. This was that area, but they have gates that they close off. So you're only in such a small area to like fight enemies and stuff. And that's basically what they do for missions like that. And they're pretty cool, pretty easy. Now, I'm not sure how many episodes of just something like this will exactly do. Though it's kind of cool like to be able to do that, and we can actually unlock a few things now. Go ahead and unlock this shop real quick. We have enough money for it in May Village, and they have a bunch of stuff for us to buy. Some stables, we'll open those as well, like this one, and a merchant will arrive just so we can buy more things. A shop, sure, might as well. And they'll have a bunch of stuff to sell to us as well, and we can also get Daruk a bonus combo. I'm not sure exactly what else we can get at the moment. I have to look. Alright, but I was thinking about what exactly I would do if Nintendo tomorrow. Now, sadly, I won't actually get to watch it live as it happens. I'll have to watch it afterwards. But if I hear anything about they've announced Breath of the Wild 2, like the name for it, or anything like that tomorrow, if they do anything like that, I'm going to try to do, I'm trying to get 2 videos out tomorrow. If I can't get out tomorrow, it'll be early on Thursday. Alright, what's the next mission actually we can do while we're doing that? We'll switch over to Link, might as well. But if they do anything like that and I see a official video from Nintendo about it, I'm going to try to record my first time live reaction to that and any other Zelda information they have. Like, so if they announce Skyward Sword HD, honestly, I may try to avoid it and just try to watch the entire Direct, record myself doing it, and then give you guys, and then kind of edit it and show you guys my reaction to the Nintendo Direct itself. But by that point, you guys will have probably already seen it. It comes out at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or no, I'm sorry, Central Standard Time, where I'm from. If you're in the United States, if you're not, I couldn't tell you. But in the U.S., Eastern, so like if you're in the same time zone as like Florida, New York, areas like that, you're gonna be in. It's gonna come out at 5 o'clock for you guys, but for me it'll be at 4. But I have work then, so I won't be home and I won't be able to watch it. I'll be too busy working, which is gonna stink a little bit. So even like I have like an hour break in between work though as well, so that's not that big of a deal. But I'm gonna try to avoid it just in case there's any Zelda news, because I want to get you guys to get my first live reaction there. Now, if I was here, obviously at home, then it would be a lot easier to. I would definitely probably like live stream it for you guys tomorrow, the Nintendo Direct, and so you can get my live reaction as we watch it and whatnot, and I could chat with you guys and whatnot about it. I feel like that would be pretty cool to do, and I may try to do that as well, which would be a lot of fun. And there's one guy back there that I'm going to run over here and I'm going to hit you one time, just take you out, because that adds to my counter, and why wouldn't I? Is there a chest in there? No. Alright, sweet. Right, make sure we take as many of these guys out. No, I don't think we have to kill all of them, but it's probably good to anyway. But I'd really want to get you guys either through a video, or even if possible, if I don't know, they cancel work or something tomorrow. I mean, you never know. Nowadays, they might just cancel. I might have to cancel or something. I'll definitely try to live stream my live reaction for you guys, but that's very iffy. So it'll probably be in a video that will probably also come out tomorrow as well. So prepare yourselves for that. And I just hit that bomb for no reason. It did literally nothing for me. Right, let's go ahead and use this to go ahead and get these guys out of the way, so we can go ahead and start recharging it as well. Now, I want to use Magnesis on this box, because this should do a ton of damage. to those guys, and wow, that killed a bunch of them actually. It was really cool actually. They did a ton of damage. And we're actually doing a lot more damage now that we've leveled up to a level 11 as well with Link. And we're almost at level 12 already as well, which is pretty cool. And if we get there before our meter fills up, that would be even better. Now, luckily there's a bunch of Lizalfos in here that we can take down, but we've only got about half the time limit left, so we're running pretty close on stuff like that. Alright, so yeah, half the time limit remains, and we've only got about half the enemies killed exactly. We're a little ahead though, so no worries there. And I think we're going to reach a level up before our gauge fills, which stinks just a little bit, not going to lie. Luckily I can grab all their weapons and stuff and just smack them like that. And yeah, we leveled up before then, which is fine. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'd like to have gotten like 2 special attacks in instead of just 1. Because if we would have gotten the gauge filled before, right before we hit level 12, we could have very easily done it, and then as we finish this attack, leveled up, and then gotten to level 12, and then had another attack, I guess, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, because if not, I'm just sound like a bunch of gibberish. Wow, we killed a bunch of them right there. That was pretty cool. Alright, spin attack should do it for those guys. A couple that are left. Oh wow, that killed a bunch of them actually. Alright, there's 3 more left up here. I'm gonna kill you, and that should leave just 2 more of you guys. Alright, that didn't do much. And I don't know why. There we go. That's it. Yeah, this mission was entirely just kill 300 of those guys, and we're done. Super nice and super easy. That's all there is to it. And now we can get out of here, and we have a ton of rubies that we need to spend. Soon. Link can actually use the iron sledgehammer. I was wondering if we could actually get that as a weapon, because I don't remember seeing that at all in my first playthrough, but sure. We got Impa, another weapon, which is nice. We can use that to upgrade her sword a little bit as well. Got some materials. I've got 300 Lizalfos trophies, which is not bad either. But alright, we're back out here, and we're actually flying through this. We've done 3 missions, and we're not even 20 minutes in. So we got about 10 more minutes. So I reckon we could do maybe 2 more. And actually, apparently the gallery's been updated. I did not mean to take a screenshot. Well, that's not going to be a thumbnail, though, I promise. Let's actually go look at that. All these are new, apparently. Yeah, so you can actually view the art of each character and who's all in your team. So there's Impa, Zelda, Mipha, Daruk, Pura, Robbie, basic stuff. All the cutscenes that we've seen so far, you can do that. And reflect equipment means like if you're having Link wearing something stupid, you can see him in it in those cutscenes. And all these are in order that you've seen them, you know, different stuff like that. This is also the loading screen text that we saw earlier. Once again, you know, more stuff like that. These are all the quests that we've done so far. That we can see all the music in the game that we've heard so far, and records. So total playtime, KOs. I think I've already showed you guys all this. I think I actually showed it in episode 1, so if I did, I'm terribly sorry. But fused weapons, yeah, let's go ahead and fuse a couple things together. So Link is using this right now. Alright, we'll continue upgrading that. We'll just do all these that don't have anything on them at all. So like soup ladle, that's fine. Alright, we'll go ahead and fuse all those. And that gets our sword up to level 8. Not bad. And we're doing more damage now than ever. I'll probably never use spears, so whatever that is probably isn't actually. Well, a good thing to do would probably be look at each of these. So special attack, charge rate, that actually would be good to get on my sword. Fusion material XP. Actually, that'd probably be super good to get. I'm not sure which one I want. Special attack damage. We don't really need that. Damage to midair enemies. Probably don't want that either. I don't really care for that. It's probably one of these two. I'd want one of these two, but I'm not sure. Fusion material or special attack. Actually, I want to save that for something else. If I can, I'm going to try to save that for a different weapon that we'll get later. Oops, sorry, voice crack. So I'll probably get the special attack charge rate on this sword if I can. So we'll leave this sword out, right? Yes. And everything else goes. Seal match boost. Matching seals of the same shape can greatly increase the effects the seal has, like boosting a weapon's attack power or even other bonuses. So you see both of those are like a circle, like a kind of explosion circle. That's what that means. And why can't I? Oh, now I can. Damaged. Wait, I selected the wrong thing earlier. I want to keep this. Right. Wait, hold on. Which one do I not want? I want to select that first. That's correct. And I get a special attack charge rate. Actually, yeah, we'll take that. Level 10. Sure, sweet. I'll take that, and that will actually help us a lot. And it actually gives us a bonus because both of those are like squares and stuff. So go and do that. And Link's got a pretty good blade here going for him. We'll leave that for now because I want to save that for later if I can. Alright, Impa's using this weapon here, and we'll just fuse as many of these together as possible. And wow, alright, so that'll give us up to level 7. She probably won't be able to go any higher. Whoa, I don't know how, but something incredible happened. Look for yourself. It got stronger than you expected. So yeah, the game told us it was only supposed to get to level 7, but it actually ended up going all the way to level 8, which is pretty cool. Now, will this actually do anything for us? No. Since those both have attacks on them, is there anything I just don't want? Perfect dodge, timing window, special attack, charge rate. I don't really care for the charge rate for Impa. So go ahead and do that, but I'll leave the other one for a little bit later because I'd like to be able to put that on her weapon here. Zelda, does she have anything? Actually, yes, she does. We can actually add whatever we want. Damage at full hearts. Alright, let's see. Do we want to add anything? Thinking maybe healing item effect? No, not really. Because Zelda already has low enough HP as it is. I don't really need monster parts. Her attack range is super low, which might actually be good to add. And then everything else can just kind of go. I don't really care for that. Or that either. So we'll go ahead and upgrade her to level 8 on her weapon. And alright, there we go. We'll leave the rest for a little bit later. There's really no point in using it right now. Alright, we only have 2 for Mipha. Actually, I'm going to pick which one I use probably. Battle XP or Perfect Dodge. Let's go for Battle XP. I feel like that would be a little bit better because she'll kind of upgrade a little bit quicker if we use her. Which probably won't be bad. And then Daruk actually has a ton of weapons. Holy crap. Dash attack, special attack, damage at 30 hearts or less. Attack speed. He could probably go for an attack speed boost, not gonna lie. The rest of these, probably just get rid of. There's really no point, probably. Oh, damn. Oh, we got 2 upgrades at once. Special attack. Hold on. Wait. Let's think about this then. What are the 2 that I want? I want attack speed and dash attack damage, probably. Oh, but now it doesn't upgrade. Alright, okay, I see. Alright, so with this, let's try something else. Because some of these give more XP than others. So like that one has a lot of XP. So does this one. Then we can select both. Alright, I see. So the ones with the fire on them actually give a lot of XP. Got it. Go ahead and have a couple XP, dash attack, or special attack. Yeah, let's go for the dash attack. Might as well. That sounds good. We'll get up to level 5, and his weapon has a couple of things on it now as well. Should we just add the rest of these? Yeah, I'm probably never going to use those. Might as well. I don't really see much use of doing a special attack up thing, because most of the time when you use a special attack, it just kind of ends there. Also, we can upgrade the rest of our party to level 12 if we want to. Though, I just realized we're also completely out of money as well, and it's not really worth it. We'll upgrade Daruk because he was already close. And the rest of them, I guess, will have to get there on their own. And actually, now, after doing all that, we may only have time for one more. So, I guess let's go ahead and do Mipha's training. And let's get her. Let's see. Do we have an XP boost in here? We do, but we don't have the items for it. Oh well, who cares? Her weapon does have XP boost on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter anyway. But we'll go ahead and head in and see what we can do there. And then we'll move on to some more important issues at hand, such as getting the champions together in order to figure out who's going to pilot the Divine Beast, though they've already been chosen. We just have to ask them now, of course, to see if they're on board or not, though I'm pretty sure they will be. I mean, if you've seen our Let's Play on Breath of the Wild, I mean, you kind of already know that these characters are on board, so it's not much of a spoiler, but it also kind of is. But I'm not going to try to spoil too much about this game either. And oh yeah, I forgot we can use a geyser attack. So if we do a stronger attacks, ouch, and we have to defeat 300 enemies. Oh, we got a flurry rush, sweet. Now Mipha attacks super quick, which is nice. If we do enough attacks and then hit if we do enough attacks and then hit X, she'll create a giant geyser that she can then swim up and get airborne and do a ton of damage in the process. And why are we taking so much damage as Mipha? I don't understand. I guess we're just not dodging attacks. We're just kind of going in and flailing. Alright, there we go. Sweet. Alright, stunned him. And he should be done. Now, we could just ignore these guys if we wanted to. Because that honestly would probably be a lot easier. But, I mean, what can you really do? Now, I'd like for her to use maybe a dash attack. Though that's probably not going to happen. There we go. That actually does some damage to enemies in front of us. Another moblin's appeared. I'm just going to ignore them if all possible. And there's a bridge down there. I kind of want to go explore it. I'm going to try to ignore the moblin if at all possible. I got to go explore, see what's on the bridge. Is there anything on the bridge or is it just a dead end? I feel like there's got to be something over here, right? Or does it just stop me from moving any further? Probably just stops me, doesn't it? Oh, of course it does. But that is the domain, actually, which is pretty cool. That's like literally directly left of the domain. I didn't even realize that. Alright, but I gotta get back up here because we've still got a lot of enemies to take out and not a lot of time to do it. Alright, so now we better move quick and fast, which mean the same thing, but ignore that I said that. Alright, let's continue forward. Alright, we'll get into this big pile of enemies and just take all these guys out. Boom, there we go. Sweet. Another moblin. Like I said, gonna just ignore you guys. Because most of them will probably ignore me as well. Alright, let's see. Oh, wow. I can't hear. Oh, there we go. The sword audio was gone there for a moment. It was really awkward. It was very strange. I wasn't sure what exactly was going on, but oh well, it doesn't matter. We'll leave that moblin down there for now. Like I said, I'm gonna ignore you guys, but we got a special attack already, so that actually might kill him. Who knows? No, but it got pretty close. Luckily, those special attacks just taking a bunch of enemies at once, so it doesn't matter too much. Another one's probably gonna appear soon if we continue to push forward, so prepare for that, I guess. So we probably should do. But we got another level. Oh, because we leveled up. I see. If we jump right into the center of these enemies, this should just end it off for us. Well, we got us pretty close, not quite. That moblin's still chasing after us. If we need to, we'll take him out. I can attack you from the air, I guess. That's cool. We have time, but I'd rather just take these guys out and get it over with. We literally have to kill one more. Come on. And there we go. Yeah, that's all there is to that. And these guys are going to retreat back up the mountain. And Mipha's training is done. And with that, I think that's just about going to do it all for this episode. Alright, so, yeah, that's actually pretty much it. We're going to get out of this menu. Get a couple of items for the characters, get a bunch of stools, beat it 299 Lizalfos, and then 1 Moblin, which counted as an enemy exactly. But I think that's going to do it all for this episode, guys. So if you guys did like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. And if you see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. Once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.